What's going on? Penguin here from Penguin Plays Games. I'm joined here with Ryan J25.
It's good.
He also has a YouTube channel, so check him out. Today we're doing the first official Penguins Live podcast, or Penguins Podcast. I'm going to be streaming these every Sunday. By the way, I'm sorry for streaming this on Labor Day. I know I was supposed to stream it yesterday, but I was a little bit busy yesterday, so yeah, sorry about that. But we're doing it today, and today I have with me Ryan J25. Thank you again for joining. Okay, so we have 4 topics today. Today's first topic is we each get to tell a story about ourselves.
Okay.
Would you like to go first?
Does the story have to be anything like, what is it? Like, does it have to be from any period in time or just...
No. Yeah, it can be from any period in time if you want it.
Oh, okay. Let's see. What's a story that I can tell?
By the way, if you guys are looking for me, I'm in the top right-hand corner. I'm sorry, that's how Discord works. Blame that.
Wait, are you zoomed in on me?
Yeah, I'm just zoomed in on you. Like, you can see me, but I'm in the tiny little corner right there.
You know you can press the thing on you and you can full screen yourself, right?
Well, yeah, but then they can't see you that well. See? Now you can see me.
Aren't you the focus of the podcast?
Well, I know, but you're the guest.
Okay.
I'd rather them see you than see me. I mean, they've already seen me.
Okay. Good story. What's a good story? I'm not entirely sure of a good story. Would you like to go first?
Of course. So I'm going to be telling you the story of how I got introduced to Pokemon.
All right.
So I'm pretty sure I was either 5 or 6 at the time when my brother came back from college, and he gave me what was it? Where's my wallet? My wallet's in the other room. So he gave me a holographic Charizard.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so after my brother gave it to me, it was like, okay, yeah. When I was a kid, they first came out. I'm like, oh, cool. So yeah, he gave me the holographic Charizard. I'm like, these are actually pretty cool. So I brought it to school, and he was my friend at the time, or pretty sure it was. It might have been later, but I brought it to school. That's what I remember, and I used it for show and tell since we had that. Or at least in my class we had that. I don't know. Did your classes have that?
Yeah.
Okay. And that sounded like really cool. I'm like, yeah, it is. So a couple weeks later, I'm starting to get a little bit bored just having the one Pokemon card. So what I do is I put it in a safe. Well, that wasn't until I got my wallet. Yeah. So I put it in a safe, and with the $12 I managed to save up, I bought myself my first little pack of Pokemon cards. It was like I'm pretty sure it was a 12-pack, or was it a 6? It was either an 8 or a 12-pack. That's what I remember.
Okay.
And in it, I remember getting, what was it, a Weedlebee? A Weedlebee, a Pinsir, a Squirtle, and a couple of others. Those are the main I remember.
Quick second. Give me a quick second.
Yeah.
Hello?
Here's Alex, by the way. Just, if you guys are wondering, this is the distraction. See, what else do I got here? I got this cool dice. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah. I have a flash drive. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it has that. Yeah, you're back.
Hooray.
All right. Where was I? Did I tell you about the Pokemon I got in the pack?
You said it was like some sort, like a Weedle or something like that?
Yeah, a Weedle, a Pinsir, and a Squirtle. And so after that, I brought them to school, and this is where we started start getting really into Pokemon. Our little friend group got really into Pokemon around our 5th grade year, or was it 4th grade?
It's probably 4th grade, because when I met you guys were like Pokemon geeks. That was back in like 4th grade.
Right. It's been a while. Anyway, so we really started getting into Pokemon. Me, Ryan, Matt, Furious, Jack. Who else? Mutsuki. And then a good old friend of ours that gave me his name when he wanted to be on YouTube. His name was Starkiller. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I mentioned him once before in my video.
Starkiller.
Yeah. So we all got really into Pokemon, and the funny thing was, our school, where we went to elementary school, did not allow trading in school. Like, we couldn't give away stuff, and do you not remember that rule?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, this happened one time. A kid in my class got caught bringing Pokemon cards to school and playing with them during lunch when we were supposed to be quiet. You remember that?
No, I don't.
I'll never forget that moment. That's the moment where I just was like, okay, you know what? Who cares? I'm still going to trade them. And I remember that during that lunch period, I actually did trade with Starkiller for... What was it? It was like the big one from the XY series. Like, who was the girl in the XY series? Not the XY series. The black and white series. Or whatever, the checker series. It was the girl with like the big poofy hair. And
Iris?
Yeah, her. She had like the little dragon thing.
Yeah, that Axel.
Yeah. It was its evolved form. That's what I remember.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember the name of that.
I know. I gotta go.
Maybe it was. All right, enough of that. Let's continue with it. So you were saying something about the Yeah.
All right, that's basically my story, you know. After that, we started really getting Pokemon. We used to pretend during our lunch periods that we were the Pokemon.
You guys would have mock battles and stuff.
Yeah, mock battles. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I got introduced to Pokemon and how I went about it. Now comes to you, good sir.
All right. Well, my story is I want to talk about that same thing. So, remember throughout most of my life, I never had friends. I never really had friends until I met these guys. I used to like sulk around a lot of stuff. I never really got in with like bad people or anything like that. I was just on my own. I did stupid stuff, landed me in a lot of trouble. But like I was not really the bad kid. But like so when when I met these guys, I had no idea like what in the hell the Pokemon was. And so I was just trying to go along with them. And it wasn't until one of my friends had a yard sale or whatnot, a garage sale maybe, I don't know, where he was selling his old Pokemon cards. And I was like, all right, I'll probably buy some. And then I did, just so I could hang out with these guys. And then I would be in their mock battles, but then I was fat and out of shape, so I couldn't keep up with them because they kept running around like cheetahs on ice. So, yeah, and then I started watching the Pokemon series, like the one they would put on TV, and I was like, oh man, that's crazy, man. I like this stuff. This is actually kind of cool. So then, yeah, I've been with these guys ever since. They introduced me to a lot of things. Like, I wouldn't be the person I am today without these guys, as well as a lot of the really awesome people that we met along the way.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And
if you guys want a little tip, he's actually the one that... Which series was it? The Johto series? It might have been. I remember it was still with Ash. But he's the one that introduced me to, like, the Pokemon anime itself. Or, like, the Pokemon series.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. I remember going over to your house. I remember going over to your house one day, and it was, like, me and you time. And you're like, oh, what was that? It's like something Pokemon. It's like, yeah, it's the Pokemon TV show. I'm like, they have a Pokemon TV show? Anyway, but yeah. So, if you're ready to move on to our second topic, we can.
All right, let's do it. We'll start second topic.
All right, our second topic today is basically what you're on right now, YouTube. Whoa! Mind freak.
Well, all right. You want to talk specifically about YouTube and like gaming since that's kind of your thing, or do you want to talk about like YouTube as like a whole?
I'm more of like YouTube as a whole.
Okay. You want to share any experiences with you?
Yes, I would actually. I have a couple of them, so stay tuned. But I'm only going to tell you kind of the worst / best one. All right, so it was a pretty bad experience. I mean, this was back in like 2017, early 2018. So it was then. I remember because I've been subscribed to Sky Does Minecraft for a while.
Didn't you do a video on Sky Does Minecraft?
I did. This is the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
So
There's fucking views.
I watched him one morning and I lost it. Well, not in a good way. Well, I should say not in a good way. It was more of a bad way, that like not like destroy things, go on a rant thing, just more of like sad-ish. Anyway, so I did that, and I got so sad. I actually recorded a video of making him sort of a grave shrine thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
And there's a reason why I said this is a bad but good thing. It's a bad thing because he quit YouTube that day. He quit all of Minecraft, which is what my channel is really based upon. But the good thing is I got maybe even over 1,000 views. I gotta check.
Yeah, a little over 1,000 views on that video.
Yeah, a little over 1,000 views. Just like when I saw them, I'm like, holy cow, this might actually be my ticket for success. Well, unfortunately, here comes the sadness again. It wasn't.
Yeah, no, I had a similar experience when I released my other video. Do you remember that one?
It was the one where we
filmed. Yeah, that one. When I filmed that one, it got almost like right now it's at like 150 some views.
Here, let me check.
And it was really exciting for me as a creator because I had at least 3 subscribers at the time, and I couldn't even imagine that this would get as many views as it did. 100. I remember 100 is still not a big number, but it's a big number for me as a creator.
You're one off from 150.
Is it like 149?
Yeah, it's literally 149.
Okay. Don't try to denote my success.
I'm sorry.
I wouldn't denote your success. So. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of weird, like, what, like, sort of content goes along with, like, what people actually want. Because, like, Oh,
wait, wrong one. There you go.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem. Just wanted to show you.
So, so what would happen a lot of the time, wait, I forgot where I was going with this.
Something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the content that people want, because like YouTube is a very confusing place, and it's really hard to figure out what people want.
Exactly.
When you're an all-around channel, when you're a specific channel, like let's say Minecraft, people know how to identify you because like if you want to watch Minecraft, you go watch a Minecraft YouTuber.
Right.
Like if you want like an all-around YouTuber, like it's kind of hard to like appeal to these kind of people, and I feel like I could take that on as a challenge. Plus, a YouTube channel would be kind of fun.
Right.
Yeah, and it wasn't until that 4th of July video that I discovered like editing and all that stuff.
Right.
So that's made my videos like a tremendous amount better. Yeah, and just being a content creator is really fun. YouTube itself is like this huge platform, and there's so many people that use it.
That's the good part about it, It's become so big in the years that we've had that I'm pretty sure it has close to, or maybe even above, 3 billion people
I want to say that, yeah, but
3.7.
on top of that, along with it having like a bigger like community, it has a lot. It has like many sub communities, like people want. Like for example, like you have like almost 50 some subscribers, right?
I have over 50. I'm pretty sure I have 53.
Okay,
no,
those 50 people came to YouTube looking for something, and they found you, liked it, and then subscribed.
Right.
See with me, there's that issue with the 13 because like there's 13 people out there who are just like, hey, this dude's cool, subscribe or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like YouTube getting like larger and larger is opening up a lot of doors for new content creators, and I want to say that's what's kind of like keeping smaller creators from like succeeding with their careers.
Right.
Because like there's just a bigger audience who was just like, this dude's a lot better than this dude.
Right. Which is so like I don't want to say it's necessarily unfair, but like you.
Yeah, it isn't unfair. Like if that's what the people want, go for it. Like
right.
I'm just here to help. Because like I never really understood like what people's like ideas were about like subscriptions, because like I've seen people with like so many subscriptions to so many different things. Mm-hmm. With me, I only have like a couple of subscriptions, maybe like less than 20 at the most.
Right.
Maybe even less than 10.
Look at my subscriptions.
And plus on YouTube, you can find things that you don't even know that you want. Like with me, I'm subscribed to this channel called Binging with Babish, which is a cooking show. So. And I didn't know that I liked that until I watched this stuff and I subscribed.
Right.
And now, like, that's something I look forward to watching. And that's really impressive that that YouTube has so many things that can appeal to you.
The one thing I wish for YouTube is that it would, like, because before, I remember when this rule changed, it was 2017 when this rule changed. There used to be a rule that if you only had 100, that you would be able to like make money. They've upped that to 1,000 just this year, which has been no, it wasn't just this year. It was like late 2018.
Well, I mean, I think that's I'm not trying to say that that's a good thing, but like I think it was a very good decision on their point, because remember what I said about the immense amount of creators, right?
Right.
You have an immense amount of creators with at least a sub count of over 100. You can't supply money to these people willy-nilly. Like, just because they have 100, right?
Right, exactly.
So I feel like upping it to 1,000 like sets the standard, because some people like have these like hundreds of subscribers without actually posting anything like real on their like no content at all.
Right.
Which I think is kind of cheap, but at the same time, it really denotes from like other creators, which is why I think the 1,000 sub money rule is a very good thing in my point.
Exactly. Also, you have to like prove
what I
worthy.
really want to happen is that I really want them to be a little bit more lenient with their copyright kind of things. Because I remember when I was still like pretty low on my subs, right. I had this one person copyright one of my videos because it featured some of their music in it. It was actually it was for your video that I did, the one with the Bee Gees.
Oh.
Yeah, that one, it got copyrighted because I had that music playing in the background, and it wasn't even the lyrics to it. I even did a little parody of it at the end, and then I look over it and it's like, oh, frack, it's copyrighted. I'm like, what? Copyrights me? More importantly, who saw my video and was just like, hey, that's my music, I'm gonna copyright that.
Did you list the info?
I looked at the info, yeah, but like, one of the things that I thought was really weird about YouTube's counter copyright system,
right, is
that you can't counter someone's copyright because you. So one of the reasons is that I wasn't making any money off of the video itself.
Right, yeah.
And someone copyrighted it. And one of the reasons, it lists like the 3 big reasons. One of them is that if you don't make money off of the video, that's not a legitimate reason to not to counter a copyright claim. Which I don't understand now, exactly. But like looking back on it, I can see how that would work. Because, like, if you just make your career off of, like, copyrighted music, then it's like, once it gets out of hand, like, someone's got to do something about it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, like, I feel like that's just to, like, teach creators that, like, oh, like, copyright still exists, whether or not you make money off the videos or not, and that can affect, like, a lot of the things.
Yeah. One of the videos that I made, I'm pretty sure it was actually one of the first that I had to take down because it had someone copyrighted me. I let my sister record one video of Roblox, and I posted it, and like I think a day later I got a message from YouTube saying, well, you have one of your videos copyrighted. I'm like, okay, which one? It was like, it was the Roblox one. I'm like, okay, why did this get copyrighted? Well, it gave me 2 reasons: copyright for not listing the information, and for using the name Star.
Using the name Star.
Yeah, my sister wanted to be called Star in that video, so I let her be called Star. Apparently, I still don't know how Star got copyrighted. I do understand the Roblox. I mean, I should have listened to the information. Like, they upped that rule back in 2015, which is my fault because I should have known. But I don't know about the name Star. Like, then am I being copyrighted?
Well, I mean, there has to be, like, some sort of context between the copyright claim. Because, like, for me, it was just some music. But I'm not sure about anything like names or anything like that. Maybe they just didn't want to be, like, listed or anything like that on the video. So, like, oh, wait, never mind. Star was the person recording it.
Yeah.
So they just copyrighted the name?
Yeah, they copyrighted, well, the game itself, which I understand, but they also copyrighted the name.
Why would they copyright the game itself?
The game, because I didn't list the information.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I still don't know why they copyrighted the name. The name Star. I got a strike against me for listing the name Star.
Probably because, actually, no, I don't know. Now that we've moved on from YouTube, you want to talk about gaming on YouTube itself?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, I feel like YouTube has kind of ruined gaming.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, there's so much, like, is there any specific game you think ruined it?
I wouldn't want to say gaming ruined YouTube. I want to say YouTube ruined gaming. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that YouTube ruined gaming, not vice versa.
Explain.
Okay, so when you go to YouTube, right? Because like I remember the biggest like kind of thing that like a teacher would ever say to me is that like, why would people watch these people play games? Why not just play the game yourself? And I feel like that's the kind of logic it holds because instead of people like watching, like playing these games for themselves,
right,
they're watching other people play it. And I want to say that that's kind of ruining the kind of gaming thing because
right,
because all these sequence games like what's a game with a good story?
Detroit Become Human.
Yes, that game. A lot of people played it over, and it kind of ruined the whole experience for a lot of people because like they already knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Or maybe they chose to like ignore it completely because like they want to play the game for themselves. They don't have enough money to buy the game themselves and all that stuff. I actually played the game myself, and I feel like I've seen a lot of playthroughs of the game, and it really took away from the experience of me playing it.
Right.
And I feel like that's kind of the reason because like they're not really content with all these games. Like I know like Detroit Become Human had so many different branching paths, so many things that you could do, like so many things that you could do wrong. Yeah, and there's so many endings, and like with a broad expanse of like people actually playing the game, it's hard to find someone that doesn't like is just like that doesn't get any of these things right.
Right. Yeah.
Because, like, if you, like, watch someone play through it, you already know, like, okay, so this is the good ending, this is the bad ending, how do I get to the good and the bad ending? You already know how to do all that. It doesn't leave you up with the choice of chance. Because, like...
It basically, YouTube spoils the game if you watch someone play it.
Well, I mean, YouTube itself doesn't spoil the game. Like, I just actually, you know what, yeah, that is kind of like, it's just a little bit. Like, playing it for yourself is one thing. Because, like, whenever I watch, like, a gaming YouTuber, I know for a fact that I'm not going to play any of these games. So that's why I watch them. But at the same time, like, a lot of these, like, really good gamers, they, like, do all that kind of stuff.
Well, some people, like, this is where I get a little... Some people only play the games because they've seen people on YouTube play the games.
Yeah, that is really true.
Like, there's a game that's currently going around the school that I go to called Kindergarten 2.
Kindergarten 2. Oh, okay. Yeah, the sequel to Kindergarten. Yeah.
And so one of these days, I went up to a random freshman at my school, and I asked him, "Oh, what are you playing?" I was like, "I want to play Kindergarten 2." And like, "Oh, why?" Because I saw, so and so on YouTube. I'm like, "Oh, well, thanks for that."
Yeah. Because I mean, the gaming on YouTube kind of like helps to like spread like the publicity of some games. Like if you were playing like a Flash game or whatnot, and like you wanted to play it because like you saw someone else play it, like that is like kind of cool on itself.
Yeah.
All right. Now that we've gone to gaming on YouTube, what else would you like to talk about? You said you had another topic?
Yes, we have 2 more topics. The next topic on our list is movies.
Movies. Okay.
Yeah, everyone loves movies. I mean, you can.
All right.
Friday night. I don't know.
Yeah. What movie? Yeah, movies.
Yeah. So there was.
Speaking of movies, did you hear about the Disney Sony debacle?
The Disney. Oh, I did hear about it. Between Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Didn't Disney sell the rights to Spider-Man? I mean, sell the rights to Sony for Spider-Man.
I think. I don't know what the whole situation is, but all I know is that Spider-Man can no longer be part of the MCU because I'm pretty sure Sony took back. Maybe they took him back. I don't know.
I can check. Yes, they did.
So Sony took the rights back from took Spider-Man back. Is that
Spider-Man out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe after Disney split with Sony? A statement released by Sony on Tuesday night said the company was disappointed by Disney and demand for greater stake in Spider-Man films and its approval to scale down the involvement of Marvel president Kevin Feige in the movies.
What I hate about this the split is that that they left us off with like a cliffhanger ending in Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yes, exactly. And if you haven't seen that, it's a great movie.
And because Spider-Man, Tom Holland is no longer part of the MCU.
Right.
It means that I want to say it means that like there won't be a Spider-Man 3. There
probably won't be unless they've already like made the movie, but then they would have to get the rights back from Sony in order like to produce and sell the movie.
I feel like Sony taking back the rights for Spider-Man is opening up a venue for a Spider-Man Venom movie, because Venom itself is a culmination of Sony,
right,
and a bit of Marvel, and Spider-Man is part of Sony as well. So I'm thinking that's something that will be anticipated or whatnot.
There could be. The thing about that is that now that Tom Holland, who was Spider-Man, can no longer be Spider-Man, will he leave Marvel for Sony, or will he stay with Marvel and play a different role in different Marvel movies? Okay,
here is the actual thing. Because of the I want to say like because of Endgame, the fact that happened. I'm pretty sure. Do you think anyone who sees this saw Endgame? Because I'm pretty sure everyone has seen Endgame by now.
Most likely. I mean, it's been a while. I mean, there's been like probably. So
after the events of Endgame, Robert Downey Jr. left Marvel because he had no place in there now because he's all that stuff.
Plus, most of the main Avengers, their contracts are all up, so either they have the option to renew their contract or like leave it completely. I know that Robert Downey Jr. didn't want to be in, not that he didn't want to be, but his contract was up, and he didn't feel like renewing it because of his age. So you just,
Yeah, and the fact that he's dead.
Well, yes, now yes.
I mean, Iron Man is dead, not Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. is still alive and well.
Yeah. It's just the character himself, Iron Man, or Tony Stark, is dead, yes.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, a lot of their contracts are up, and, the fact that a lot of Avengers movies, the Avengers itself is over, and a lot of people died and stuff like that. I really love how there was a complete difference between all these Infinity War and Endgame, I love how they really define the difference between like all these real deaths and all these biffs or whatever they call it.
Right.
I think that's what they call it, biffs.
Maybe.
Right.
I'm pretty sure.
Like in Far From Home, they were just like, oh yeah, these people got like biffed or something like that. Not blipped. No, I think
it was
biffed.
flipped.
No.
Yeah, it was blipped.
Blipped. Okay, it was blipped. So all these people got blipped, and so yeah.
My brother's now 3 years older than me.
Very cool. Yeah, because we all felt like during like the time between like Infinity War and Endgame,
right?
That like these characters were actually like dead or something like that.
Well, another big thing is you bringing up the old Avengers. What do you think happened to Captain America? Because
he got old.
Well, he did get old, but do you think between the time of Endgame and Far From Home, do you think he possibly died?
What do you mean?
Well, because we see him at the end of Endgame coming back with not only the shield, but also spending his life with Peggy. And now he's old now. I mean, he's given the shield to Falcon, who is now teaming up with Bucky.
Yeah, to become the next...
to become the next Captain America.
Yeah, Cap, so...
And plus, Chris Evans' contract is up, as well as, like I said, the main cast of the original Avengers. So is it possible that they're just eventually going to kill off the character, or do you believe he's still alive?
I feel like no, because like they can't really kill off the character itself because he's too old to become Captain America. Therefore, he's living in retirement with his wife, so forth.
Well, yeah, but do you think that because of his age, Captain America is dead?
It's pretty much likely, yeah, but.
I mean, Chris Evans' contract is up. All the Avengers contracts are up. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Marvel is planning to release all these like solo films.
Right.
Because I heard that they're releasing a new movie for like Loki.
Yeah, it's coming out on the new Disney Plus.
Okay, so like it's not official like.
Yeah, it could possibly end up in the theaters, but I'm pretty sure. There's a couple of them coming Disney Plus, and I know there's a couple of them coming out for theaters.
I heard about another Thor movie. I'm not sure what it's called, but
I do know that I don't know about the Thor movie, but there is two that I definitely know about. It's the new they're making another Doctor Strange movie, and they're making another Guardians of the Galaxy.
Perfect, just what we needed. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I would love to see that.
Well, what's funny is you're probably going to be mad at me for this. I haven't seen 2 yet.
No, I haven't either.
We should watch it sometime. That's the next.
We should.
That's the next video. Me and him do a reaction on the movie.
Nah, dude, it's gonna get. Isn't that technically piracy?
I guess in some way, but we're not gonna like. It's gonna be more of a review than like we're not gonna actually like watch the movie while we're just gonna basically like give a brief description of it. Well, we'll talk about it later.
All right, that makes sense. All right, a lot of these movies. What do you think about the filming industry as now? Like, do you think that Hollywood is running out of ideas, or do you think they're actually just trying to innovate?
Well, I think it's kind of both. I mean, they're trying to come up with brand new ideas, like movie ideas, but they're also trying to like go back in the past a little bit, so to say. But they're also like reusing content, like Hobbs and Shaw. That was a creation from the Fast and the Furious, And
yeah,
this one's gonna sound a little bit weird. Dora from the Dora and Explorer series that happened.
That's a lot of like. I feel like what Hollywood is like the filming industry is doing like with all these movies is that they spent too much time innovating in like the past, and now they're just like, we've run out of innovations. We should probably try and revisit all this stuff. So
right.
Because I saw a trailer for like a new Terminator. Hobbs and Shaw was like that kind of thing.
Right.
And then they're making another Godzilla. I think they already did, but like
it might be coming out this year.
Yeah, Godzilla, King of the Monsters or whatnot. That came out. I think that came out a really long time ago.
Oh, I did. I saw that. I saw them in the theaters.
Oh yeah, yeah. because I saw it and it was available on DVD, and that's what kind of reminded me of that. Yeah, just a lot of stuff that's like getting like new sequels and stuff like that. What I'd really like to see like is like just like a very like good innovative film.
Right.
That like uses like concepts that are like new and stuff like that. Like I want like one of these like young aspiring like filmmaker to be like, okay, here's my idea, and then Hollywood's like, yeah, sure, let's go for it, and then they do it, and then it takes off, it's a big success, and then everyone loves it. That's like the kind of movie I want to see. The kind of movie that's just like, it doesn't need a sequel and it's all good, but then they make a sequel and then everyone gets mad at them for making a sequel. I want that kind of movie.
That actually would be not a bad movie. There is one that I am looking forward to because of the way I am and the things I enjoy. It's a movie called 1917 coming out, I'm pretty sure, either this December or this summer.
Ooh, yeah, that's this. Okay, yeah, that actually. What's it about?
It's based off the American soldiers during World War I.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty cool movie to watch.
I did accidentally, when I was talking about this, I just realized it now. I did mention, and I don't know if do you want to continue on this topic or do you want to move to the next topic?
I mean, just like say what you want to say, and then like if it just like drags on, then we can move on.
I did mention when I was talking about the 1917 movie, December of this year. What main event is happening December of this year?
Isn't there a new Star Wars coming out or not?
Yes, there is a new Star Wars coming out.
Yeah, Star Wars, I want to say 9 or 10. It's 9, right?
Yeah, it's 9. 9.
Okay, yeah, 9. That's like the conclusion of like the whole thing, right?
Possibly. I remember reading a tweet a couple months ago about how Daisy Ridley said that this movie feels like an ending to her, but there wasn't a definite ending.
Okay. So there was an ending. So it was like a
to her, to her it feels like the ending. Like this should be the ending, but she didn't announce if this was the actual ending.
Okay, so it's like it's like an up for grabs kind of ending.
Right.
Okay. All right, then let's go into the next topic. What's the next topic?
The next and final topic of this podcast is board games.
Board games. What kind of board games did you like when you were growing up?
Growing up, there was a couple that I really liked. I really liked playing chess, Battleship, and...
Yeah, I remember you loved chess back in like 8th grade. You got this mobile app for chess, and you were just like, hey, you should download this chess app so we can play chess. You want to play some chess? Hey, you guys want to play chess? I'll bring my chessboard.
It was funny. Where's that binder? I gotta find it now. When I went on my Disney band trip when I was in 8th grade, I actually printed out a chessboard, like a complete chessboard, and folded it into a chessboard, and made like stand-up figurines to play on the bus. Yeah, I gotta find that. I miss it.
Sounds pretty cool. For me, I want to say like a good board game for me. Like, you know, the classics like Scrabble, Operation,
Monopoly.
A lot of those games. Recently, I've been getting into card games, like, you know, like Cards Against Humanity, Apples to Apples, Uno. Those games are awesome. Okay. What is that card? I don't know what that card is.
It was a DOS card.
Oh, okay. I've actually never played DOS.
I introduced it to everyone else. They hated it.
I recently started watching the Cyanide and Happiness shorts, and I really want to start. And I recently found out that they had a card game called Joking Hazard.
Yeah.
And it seems like a card game that I would really love, and I've always wanted to play that.
They also just came out with Joking Hazard's been out, at least in my opinion, for a while.
Yeah, and didn't Astif come up with like a new game called Muffin Time or whatnot?
I'm pretty sure they did, but
they came out with a game called Muffin Time.
Also came out with a brand new game, which I actually am really looking forward to playing, called, what was it, Trolley? It wasn't Trolley Tom. I know he was the main protagonist, but I forget what it's called. I gotta look it up.
I think it was called something about like The let's something with the rain. I don't know.
Let's see if I can find it.
Anyway, and while we're looking for that, let's try and get some
Trial by Trolley. That's what the game is.
Trial by Trolley. Okay. What is it about, actually?
Trial by Trolley is basically a game where you get to one person picks a card and you have to decide their fate by either choosing a left, which could possibly do something else, or choosing right, which is possibly them, or something different. So they can either be on the left or the right side of the track. It's like
okay.
So on the left side's like you hit a baby with a trolley. On the right side, you hit your grandmother with a trolley. You need to decide which one dies.
Oh, okay. So it's like an autonomous car kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So like a lot of these like games, they were really good in my opinion. What games did you like think about when like you were like kind of thing like besides chess? What other games did you?
I really liked Battleship.
Battleship. That's a classic.
Oh yeah, I still have it. I'm actually sitting here next to my Battleship little case. Yeah. Another thing is I really liked, what was it called? Playing with, this is not, no, it's not considered a board game. Okay, so I also really liked playing Monopoly.
Monopoly is a board game.
Yeah. The other one I was thinking about was Lincoln Logs. That's not really a board game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lincoln Logs was like a nice childhood toy.
Yeah. The thing about me and Monopoly is that I'd always land in jail or death guards.
Damn.
So yeah, that was my experience with Monopoly. What were some of your favorite board games?
Games like Scrabble, Operation. Let's see, Candyland. That was a good one.
Ooh, Candyland.
Chutes and Ladders. That was a nice one. Or Snakes and Ladders, whichever you prefer to call it.
Yeah. I forgot the other one was called. I had an Apple game, like not like the Apple phone, but like a game.
Apples to Apples?
No, it wasn't Apples to Apples. It was like you have to pick them out and put them in a certain area before like everyone else. It's a weird game.
Hungry Hippos?
That was another one, but no.
Oh yeah, I like that one too. That was a nice game.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Twister as a kid?
Twister. I have a horrible experience with Twister, which involved one of my siblings breaking their arms.
I never played Twister like I want to say like what's the word? I want to say never actually played Twister officially. I never officially played Twister, but like I would always like try and like do stuff because like I never really had anybody over and stuff like that, and like there wasn't a lot of people to do it. Like I had like my brother, but he wasn't conscious enough to play Twister with.
Well, that is some of it, but we should play Twister. The next time we all get together, like the whole group gets together, we got to play these board games.
Yeah, we got to do that. I remember when you guys, when you and Jack came over, when we were doing the nut video. I remembered recently that I didn't have Cards Against Humanity, but I had Apples to Apples, and I forgot about that entire thing.
We should play.
So we could have played Apples to Apples then, but like.
We should put like Cards Against Humanity and Apples to Apples. Like we have the Zara card, but then we use Apples to Apples cards.
Oh yeah, that's kind of how Apples to Apples work. It's like a child friendly version of like Cards Against Humanity. That's the thing.
Nice. We should do that.
Yeah. All right. With board games settled up, do you want to make any closing remarks before we, or do you not want to end this now?
Well, I honestly don't know how long this video is. Do you have any other topics of conversation?
Not really. I'm trying to think of something from last time we did this.
Shoot, don't want to drop that.
No, I can't think of any other topics. Because if we use all our topics today, then like we might not have any for any other podcast.
Right. And hopefully, we will be doing this every time. It's mainly, if this eventually works out, it's mainly going to be me and RJ because, YouTube creators. We got to make content for YouTube. This is YouTube.
And hopefully we'll have it as like with more people. Like
yeah, like special guest stars, like maybe Furious will be on, or Friendstick, maybe even the Hearst. You know.
I thought we had those guys as regulars because.
Sometimes Furious is a little bit hard to come by. I mean, he did quit one of his athletic sports, but he is currently in another.
He quit a sport?
Yeah, he quit track and field.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was in track.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we'll try and get some more people on here.
But yeah, we hope you all enjoyed. This was a great day. Thank you for accompanying me, RJ.
Oh no, the pleasure's all mine. Thank you for having me.
No problem. I will be listing right there. It's going to be right there. His channel right there. It's a little circle. Click on it. There's also going to be mine right below his. Here's one of his videos. I don't know which one yet. Here's one of his right there. Or mine. Sorry. So yeah, check him out. We hope you all enjoyed. Yeah. You have anything else to say?
Not really. No, just stay fresh, do your homework, and probably see you next time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.